So over this circuit, we're going to be going over the mixing or the Y adapter. The way we're going to verify that is take two different frequencies generated by the analog discovery, combining the two and outputting it using a speaker, and we're going to verify that it's properly being mixed by using the decoder, DTMF decoder on my iPhone. And so first part of the circuit I'm going to go over is the monovert portion. So from the analog discovery, we have two distinct frequencies being generated, one at 1.3 1.336 kilohertz, and the other one at 697 hertz.
And it makes a what?
Those two will make a 2 when combined.
Okay.
Both of those two different frequencies are being outputted. Of course, I'm going over the mono first, so they're being outputted here, and they're going each to an individual 10K resistor. Those 10K resistors, output of that are then combined to one signal. That one signal is then outputted onto the orange channel on the oscilloscope of the analog discovery. So when I complete the circuit by pressing this push button, it will show the combined version of this waveform. And so I'm gonna first show you the individual waveforms, and then from there I'm gonna show you that it's different than the combined, and then later on I'll go about the process of actually proving that the audio version. But first we want to go over the waveforms so you can see for yourself that they are actually two distinct waveforms.
Okay, so when the switch is not pressed, what's coming? Is anything coming through?
No, this is they're live right now.
They're running here.
So they have
switch
feedback.
Yeah, the buttons.
So there's a slight little noise on the line and a little feedback, but other than that,
So what are these two switches for?
those are used later on for the stereo portion.
Okay.
So for the mono portion of the circuit, only thing we're going to need to use is this one switch right here, which connects it to the orange channel. So first I'm going to show you the orange and blue channel of the two individual waveforms, and then I'm going to show you the combined on this orange channel here.
All right.
And so for the first one, it will be displayed on the blue channel, and that one is this guy right here. That is one frequency.
Okay.
And then the second frequency will be played on that same blue channel, and of course you'll be able to clearly see that it's a different frequency. Now those are two different frequencies being played right now. And now when I hit this button to complete the mono circuit, you will see a completely different frequency from the two, and which will actually be the combined version of the two when I press this. And that is displayed on channel 1, the mixed version of the two. And that shows the actual mono being completed. Now I just showed how the two individual ones are being hooked up already. So now that we proved that the actual circuit is being mixed, and we proved that the two individual ones are coming out, we can go to the portion of proving that the output of the stereo and mono are actually accurate. So now we're going to use the Bluetooth.
Tell me this. How hard would it be to show both channels, both sinusoids at the same time? Right?
It wouldn't be hard at all. I could do that
real quick.
Sure.
Okay.
So
Now with the
here we go. So I'm gonna need your. Oh, actually, I don't need your hand. I can press it. Just using these two. Actually, can you press that other one for me? Push it.
Okay. Is there any way to change the colors of the channels, or are they?
I thought
As far as we know, there are only two channels to actually listen to things, and they're the blue and the orange as they correspond with the wires, because they're blue and orange wires.
Right, but you don't know if you can change them.
No, we didn't try that.
That orange looks, kind of faint. It's not distinctive. But in any case, it's good.
All right, so I'm gonna put that back to where that was.
All right.
And now we're gonna go about the portion of actually verifying the two. So first, I'm gonna start with the.
Put in the speakers.
Yeah, I know. I ain't do that. I ain't tell you. So now I'm about to verify the mono first. So the mono, we have the ground, the common of the speaker hooked up already to the ground of the circuit. The ground pin. Now I'm going to hook only the red line to the mono output, which is outputted right here. So if I put it right here, it will display the tone. So clear.
Five, two.
I mean, like 5 times.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear how many times, but I got you. It's how do you erase it?
Hit
Clear.
clear. Okay. So now I'm gonna do it. Okay. And now that's 1, 2, It just showed up twice. So that's the mono version because it's only coming in the combined version coming out of this one.
So, okay, that's actually a good question. Why do you think it shows up as 1 sometimes and the 2 sometimes? I think I just did it. It showed up as 3.
I think it's actually measuring what has to do with the period of the function. So it kind of hears it completed and starting again. Because a lot of times it's actually what we found is that it recognizes it when it stops playing. Kind of like when you have your actual hot phone, the button actually, the number 2 is pressed once you release it, and it's recognized the release, and that's okay. You just pressed 2, because while you're still pressing it, it's technically the 2 hasn't been pressed; it's still being pressed. When you release it, the 2 button was just pressed, so the 2 is being played.
Could it be related to something we learned in embedded class?
Possibly.
What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Related to
Delay.
No, related to switches.
Switch bouncing.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that is a good question. Or it could be something going on with the app itself.
Possibly as well, but the app itself, because even when we first used this with using the computer, having 2 different computers, we went to a output of DTMF or output of frequency using the computer, and when we did that, we had the 2 being played the whole time, like just starting up, and then it actually showed up the 2 once we pressed stop on both the computers, and then the 2 registered.
Oh, okay, I got it.
So that's probably why when you receive it, hold it, and then you would let go, a 2 is pressed.
Yeah.
Based on my kind of experience.
2 times, yeah. So. Who knows? All right,
and then we can kind of go into the stereo. And now for this portion of the stereo, we're going to show how they're made up of 2 different going into the red and the black. And then we're going to show how with one being hooked up, it's not the tone won't be recognized. You can hear the actual frequency of one, and then we'll hear the frequency of the other, and then we'll put them together and show that it actually read a 2. So here's the frequency of the first. Nothing shows up as expected. Here's the frequency of the second. Completely different. That was clear to see. Nothing shows up. Now when I put 1 in, and then I put the second one in, so same time. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
5 times, 5 2s. And so
Okay.
that proves that it's also doing the stereo output, the right and the left, and they're being outputted on both the speakers at the same time to play the tone. With one of them by itself, it's not doing it, either right or red or black, or both of them at the same time. Then you receive the combined frequency giving you the 2. And that proves that our mixer circuit is actually working and allows for capabilities of both mono and stereo.
Okay. All right.